He's nervous, but he's fired up. Bo Wheeler will be in the Nutri-Grain Ironman final coming up after this. The best in the business will go head-to-head at Queenscliff Beach. Here we go, the Nutri-Grain Ironman Series Round 1, the final. The best in the business will go head-to-head. Matt Bevilacqua, Shannon Eckstein, the man Ali Day, Coolangatta Gold champion just a couple of weeks back. They will all be in it to win it, trying to knock out the current series champion, Matt Poole. I'm Josh Minogue. Joining me is Jack Hansen. Will it be a young gun? Will it be an old head? Will it be somebody we're not expecting? We're about to find out. Board, swim, ski is all that stands between us and the round 1 winner. They look serious, they look fired up, they look like Ironman. Jack, who's your tip?
Well, I'll be interested to see how Max Brooks goes without the beard, because in between the repechage and the final, Max Brooks has shaved down and taken away the beard. Is he half the man he was yesterday? I'm ready to wait and see.
Oh, very serious. The time has come. We've got 6 debutants in the 20-man field. We've got 3 former champions and a whole bunch of runners up as well. So there's a lot of experience, a lot of youthful enthusiasm off and away. Board, swim, ski, a couple of huge bunny hops and steps for them. Max Brooks, the man we just spoke about. Matt Poole on the top side and Hayden White, former training partners, have gone head to head. Matty Bevilacqua, fresh off, well, taking on Shipsterns in Tasmania. Hopefully it's not on that board because they got a little bit smashed up, and it's White on the top, Luke Cuff in the center, Matt Bevilacqua on the bottom side. That's 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Matt Poole and Shannon Eckstein side by side. Would they be anywhere else?
Well, they're trying to do the work to stay with Cuff and White, and that's all the speed at the moment. White and Cuff are flying out on that southern end, and Shannon Eckstein has managed to go with them, and the boys on the north, they are getting hit now.
Interestingly, Ali Day on the pink board, he's right at the back of the pack at the moment. Maybe that Coolangatta Gold effort, he took on Eckstein, this man, he beat him very convincingly, but maybe it's taken a little bit more out of him than Shannon has. You'd think the old head would have a little bit of trouble backing up, but no problems at all, and a very clean-shaven Max Brooks makes his way over a solid set and tries to tack onto the side of this pack. And well, at the moment it's very, very sharp at the front end, but it's wide at the back as they go 6 or 7 wide, heading towards the first turning can.
Well, it was lightning fast off the beach with that board start. All the speed down the right-hand side, and they were the boys who got the luck through the break, where the left-hand side with the likes of Max Brooks got hit very heavily on the way out.
This is what Ali Day does. He grinds. He started to go to work. He's passed a couple of the back markers, and he's working his way through the field at the moment. But Hayden White still in the lead. Luke Cuff outside him. Shannon Eckstein 3 deep as he rounds the bend and turns for home. Matt Poole on the inside there, as well as Max Beattie pushing very, very hard on the blue and orange board there from Service Paradise, and Luke Cuff's gone wide. He's picked up a runner and he's taken the lead. What a performance here from Luke Cuff. He spent the whole of the winter off board paddling overseas doing some endurance racing, and it seems to be paying off as Shannon Eckstein starts to work his way into this one as well. And the man they call the Professor's in 3rd place, but our 2 leaders, well, Hayden White's found a way on the left and Luke Cuff's fallen off it on the right. Hayden White, welcome back to Nutri-Grain Ironman Series racing. He's had a long, cold winter and he's back hot as ever.
Interesting to note, Hayden White didn't have to race in the repechage, Josh. He qualified himself taking a win in one of the heats, and that's put him straight through to this final. So maybe a little bit better rested, had a little bit more time to suck in the big ones and make sure that he's ready for this final.
Our defending champion there, Matt Poole, looks forward. He knows the work has to be done. Hayden White definitely entering his weakest leg. He's the defending Australian board champion at the moment. He's one of the best ski paddlers into the field. He knows he has to get away and pray for a wave in the swim. His swim's definitely improved, but to hold on against the likes of Matt Poole, Shannon Eckstein, and a few of the others, he's going to have plenty of work to do.
Well, he put in a lot of work throughout the off-season, swimming a lot with Coach Michael King down there at Currumbin, and will it have paid off? Has he done enough to try and hold these Chase Pack, who are some of the best swimmers, not only in the ocean, but in the pool in the country?
Well, here we go. It's Poole, Cuff, Hendy, Beattie, Borg, Fletcher goes around, Eckstein, Day, Bevilacqua, Gray. Then there's Brooks, Maynard, Kendrick, Louis, and Jay Finesse on the back of that pack. So it's the charge of the Light Brigade as they make their way in. James Lacey's there as well. Don't forget him. And it's 3 chasing our lone leader out in front, Hayden White, who must be feeling the pressure at the moment.
Well, Hayden White needs to get himself into that clean water and look for that run out that was working through the middle of the field. It looks like Poole and Cuff are going to be the 2 to take on the task to try and catch Hayden White, who is our lone leader out in front.
Have a look at the boys going to work now, and side by side there, Eckstein in the white cap with the maroon star, Ali Day just on his tail. Kendrick Louis has had a great run in. He went from the back of that pack to the front of it in a matter of moments. Bo Wheeler, he was our Repechage winner in the centre of the screen there. James Lacey's just hanging on. Matt Bevilacqua has plenty of work to do. He had a strong summer last year, not his best after finishing on the podium the summer before in the Nutri-Grain Ironman series. He'll be looking to get back, and we see off in the distance Hayden White is in green water on his own and going for that first can, and that stroke is hanging in there. He's not the best swimmer, and Luke Cuff's coming up onto him, but he's hanging on. Hayden White's as tough as nails down from Warilla on the south coast of New South Wales. Made the move up to the Gold Coast with his coach Michael King at Currumbin. Matt Poole hanging on in 3rd, and TJ Hendy is dropping away very, very quickly.
Well, a great swim there from Luke Cuff, and he's the one doing the work at the moment, dragging Matt Poole back up onto the feet of Hayden White, and while Poole gets to sit there and rest.
That's about putting your ego in the bag. You don't have to always lead this one. If you're onto a good thing like Luke Cuff at the moment, because he's flying, just sit in, conserve the energy, and then really make your move when it counts. And it looks like Poole's starting to make his move as we speak, trying to go up the inside and maybe just taking a better line to that first turning can. And as we pan out, have a look at the length across the field. From first place Hayden White to last place Ben Carberry at the moment, there's at least 30 body lengths on that. And just like that, after only one board leg, that's how much this race can be blown wide open.
Poole's working up hard on the inside, Josh, from that long shot. He's really trying to pull wide in now. He knows if he can get to the wave zone first, or if they can get to the wave zone first, there's an opportunity for them to pick up a wave and string this field right out and blow them out of the water.
Hayden White holding on, holding on. This is a great race from him. Possibly his best start to a Nutri-Grain Ironman series race in a very, very long time. He's always been talented, hasn't been able to put it together, but is today his day. Poole goes into 2nd, Cuff hangs on for 3rd. TJ Hendy there, he swum himself back on to 4th place, so a great job from TJ. I thought he was out of it at the moment, but he's really pushing the pace at the moment, so really big performance. And then, well, could you expect him to be anywhere else? Just on the back of the pack, Shannon Eckstein looms large. His reputation precedes him. He's a 9 times professional Nutri-Grain Ironman Series champion. He's a 7-time world champion, an 8-time Australian champion. He wants title number 10 and will today be the first step towards winning that one. It's a huge task, but he's definitely the man who's up to it.
Well, Matt Poole and Hayden White stroke for stroke out in front, and what a swim from TJ Hendy. He's put himself back up with the leaders, from them swimming away from him. Luke Cuff's decided to head further south, Josh, looking for those waves we saw Bo Wheeler pick up in the Repechage.
What about the development of TJ Hendy in the last couple of seasons? He's gone from purely just being a board paddler, enjoying that side of things, then all of a sudden he wins an Australian board rescue title with his old man and thinks, well, maybe I can cut it with the big boys. He puts himself out there, goes in the Ironman series and really establishes himself as one of the big up-and-comers. And here he is mixing it with the best in the business as one looms up for Luke Cuff on the far right-hand side. Matt Poole with the backstrokes. We've seen him the last couple of years do that at his own detriment, and once again he's going backwards while the rest of the field's moving forwards. They're all looking around. Hayden White waits up. He knows something's coming. They're all onto it here. Here we go. We've got 2 down it from the outside. 3, 4, 5, 6. Too many to count. Ali Day's there. Shannon Eckstein's there. TJ Hendy, Matt Poole, Hayden White as well. But who will hang on? Luke Cuff on the top side. He's hanging on there as well. We've had 2 fall off at the moment. I think maybe Kendrick Louis has fallen out the back. The Manly cap stands up. He definitely has. But here we go as they stand up at the moment. No, Kendrick Louis still on it. It's Jay Finesse who's fallen off. So what a swim from Kendrick Louis. He's gone in from the back of that chase pack to be on the front of this one. So TJ Hendy leads round from Matt Poole, Luke Cuff, Hayden White, Shannon Eckstein, Ali Day and Kendrick Louis. All the big hitters are there alongside TJ Hendy and Hayden White, who look like being the generation next that are going to push the big guns.
Well, TJ Hendy worked his leg speed. He wanted to be the first one round and on his ski. Matt Poole's done a great job, but down on that left-hand side, will the surf allow him to open up? And it's all TJ Hendy. Have a look, the rating's up. He's got the ski moving up and over that one. He knows this is an opportunity. He knows this is his chance, not only to take his first Nutri-Grain Series win, but to really mix it with the best of the best.
Shannon Eckstein looks so very calm while the rest of the boys, well, Matt Poole almost off. Well, look at him there, the eyes. You can see the panic in a few of their eyes at the moment. Hayden White, he comes up alongside it and they're just getting pumped on this left-hand side. The guys on the right are sneaking out, no dramas at all. Luke Cuff, Ali Day at the top of the screen, Shannon Eckstein, Kendrick Louis, they're all out and flying, while Matt Poole and Hayden White have been smashed in beside the rocks, and that's the wrong line to take as the rest of the field tries to get into this one. Jai Timperley's there, so is Luke Max Brooks. He's working hard. I don't think the shaving of the beard has helped him at all. He's got plenty of work to do. Nathan Gray's in the mix there as well. Matt Bevilacqua a long way down, as is Jackson Borg, and I don't know if these guys can get back into this race. Bevilacqua doesn't look happy. He looks filthy actually with his performance so far.
Well, seems to be in all sorts, Josh, stuck back towards the back end of this field, and probably a position he's not used to being of late. He's done very well in the Nutri-Grain Series in the last couple of years, and he's going to be very disappointed with where he sits at this stage.
Eckstein chasing hard, but TJ Hendy skipped away. We can see he's at the far turning can. Ali Dale trying to work his way into it as well, with Kendrick Louis hot on his heels, so former training partners there. And TJ Hendy, he's just, well, lifted the rating. He can smell it, he can feel it, he knows he's close to a win.
Well, from this point, Josh, TJ Hendy is the only man who can lose this race. He's been there from start to finish. He's done the work in absolutely every leg to make sure that he's still in the mix. And this is one of the men chasing. The current Nutri-Grain Series champion, Matt Poole, is trying to chase down TJ Hendy, but he's also trying to chase down Luke Cuff and Shannon Eckstein.
Well, speak of Luke Cuff on the far right-hand side, he's found himself a runner, pushed into second place, and just falls off the back. Opens the door for TJ Hendy. Shannon Eckstein, stony-faced as always, looks around, knows there's a wave coming, but this man's not looking around. TJ Hendy's got his eyes on the prize. It's been a long time since the Hendy names reigned supreme in surf life-saving. It's now TJ's time. He's forging his own path. Luke Cuff tries desperately to go down one. He's going to get a wave behind him, but maybe Hendy, he's pushing out in front. The boys are all on one on the outside. Day's there, Eckstein's there. Look at the breathing from Ali Day. He knows he's in a foot race, but TJ Hendy's on a wave of his own. He's forged his own path. He's taken his own chances, and he'll claim a famous victory here today. They're cheering him on. Up he goes, the short transition, but he can't slow down. Kendrick Louis, Ali Day, Luke Cuff, and doesn't he love it, the man from Surfers Paradise. TJ Hendy on top, round one. Nutri-Grain Ironman Series champion in 2017. The race for second place, Kendrick Louis gets there ahead of Ali Day, Luke Cuff, and Shannon Eckstein. But TJ Hendy writes the script, writes his own page in the history books, and he did it his way. What a performance there. James Lacey and Hayden White sprint for 6th and 7th place. A big performance there from White. What about Matt Poole? He'll be kicking himself. Not the start to his title defence that he was looking for. Jay Finesse, Manly have had a good day as well. Then the rest of the field pushes, because we know every place counts as Jackson Maynard gets around ahead of Borg as they cross the line here. And we'll do the calculations afterwards, but we know who is on top, and it's TJ Trevor Hendy Jr. from Surfers Paradise takes the win, his first ever win of a Nutri-Grain Ironman Series round. We go further down the page. Kendrick Louie and Ali Day, second and third. Borg, Maynard, Timperley, Brooks, Murfitt, Fletcher, and Benny Carberry finishes in 20th.
We're here on the finish line of the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain round one here at Queenscliff. This is not the 1990s, this is 2017. TJ Hendy, how's it feel being the winner?
Oh mate, I'm honestly not smart enough to come up with a word of how much this means to me. I just can't believe it, to be honest. Like, I've put so much work into this. You question it, like, the whole time, whether you're working hard enough, and then, you know, I sort of just went, all right, throw that out. Let's put your foot on the line and see what you can do.
Well, mate, it was an amazing race. In particular, you set it up, had a good board leg. The swim leg in particular, you really ripped in that swim, and had a little bit of luck with the ocean as well. Yeah. But the ski leg, the ability to pull away from the rest of the field was something I've never seen before.
Oh, mate, in that swim leg, Pooley dropped me under a wave, and I had to swim right back up to him, and I actually swam past him and was leading. So I was so stoked with that. I'm like, oh my God, I can get myself on this first wave. And I went into that ski. I know I'm running the transitions really fast at the moment. I went, I'm going to get on my ski first. And from then I didn't look back. I didn't know where they were. I had a little turn around the cans and went, oh my God, I got about 10 metres on these guys. And Shannon was the closest one. And I'm like, all right, I got to go. I just got to hold my line and just see what I can do.
Let's talk about the excitement. I caught your own wave coming in. Yeah. Did you have a chance to look behind, or was this all in front?
I don't even know if we can call that a wave, can we, mate? I milked that thing, just a little runner, and I was just so happy with it. It was like the best wave of my life.
Would you class this as the greatest win you've ever had?
Mate, I haven't won enough to even question it, but the individually, obviously, but with my dad in the board rescue, that's still more special, just something crazy. But I came into this with my goal being to win a race this season, and I've done that, so I've got to go home and set it up and see what else I can